What's going on, guys? So today I wanted to take a couple minutes and write down and show you guys how much my whole turbo kit costs so far. Going all the way back to my first turbo that blew up, then to well, technically, my first turbo was the one I just took off my car. Um, then I bought one. Michael had that on his car until he got his VS Racing turbo. Um, and then it worked out perfectly because he got his VS Racing turbo when I found out that my brand new turbo that I bought from eBay was completely junk. Um, so I took that back from him. So I'm going all the way back to that. How much my wastegate costs, how much all the turbos cost, how much the piping costs and the couplers and all the different shit. I'm just going off the top of my head. So this is going to be like a rough estimate-ish. But yeah, so let's get to it. So, let me grab. Move that fucking bullshit out of the way. Caught it. Let's use my good old Fox Valley Tech book that cost me $250. I used for a month. Alrighty. So, the first turbo I got was from Michael. $50. I was like, sweet man. $50 for a turbo? Will do. Then you go eBay turbo was it wasn't the cheap one because it was the one that came with the lines. I think it was it was still cheap. $156, I want to say. With the turbo, I got the oil feed and the oil drain and all the fittings for all that shit. So that was already in the price. Then, what did I get? Oh, the manifold. So I originally bought the manifold that we used on it was like 6 months ago. We used it on one of Hunter's customer cars. It is actually the manifold that I have in my car now. But he bought a top mount because the guy wanted to go hood stack and it would be easier with a top mount. But on an EG with the VS Racing 3071 turbo, the oil feed is perfectly fine. The oil drain, you have nowhere to drain it. So one way or another, you're hitting either the manifold or the flange, or you're running nowhere. You can't do anything. It's not possible. So the original manifold is $52 because I just bought the new one. So turbo, eBay turbo, the manifold. My wastegate was $40. Wastegate was 40. I'm not counting all like the vacuum lines and shit. My blow off valve was I want to say it was $20. Super cheap. It fucking sounds awesome. It's not the knockoff HKS. It might be. No, it's not. It's who fucking knows. It's some nameless fucking blow-off valve. So it's not even. Couldn't tell you. It sounds good though. It's like the cheapest blow-off they have. Blow-off. Okay. Turbo. Oil feed was already on there. Oil drain was in there. Manifold. Gasket came with that. Fuck that. Blow-off valve. Yeah, now it's on the intercooler piping. So I've yet to change my my setup on my passenger side. So coming off the intake, that whole side down to the intercooler hasn't changed yet. So PVC, man, for a 10-foot section, it is like $6. Super cheap. So, and I am gonna draw a line here. So this is, I'm gonna add it all up, and then I'm gonna add up just the intercooler stuff. So the PVC for a 10-foot section was $6. I have 3 fittings, 3 couplers. They're $4 a piece. That go from my, I have one connecting, they're all 2-inch couplers. One from my intake to the PVC, one from the charge pipe to the intercooler, the other one from the turbo pipe to the intercooler, and then 3. Oh yeah, I wrote 3. I was looking at 4. Sorry. So there were 3 of those. Then I had my 90s, or my angled pieces. So they're all 95 cents a piece. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna call it $1 a pop. So those angles, and then I had a $10 90. It was a 90 sweeping rubber piece off the turbo. That was $10. Fucking ridiculous. Then I had, I think that was it. Yeah. So now, like I said, my passenger side hasn't changed. My driver's side, in the last couple days since I put the new turbo kit on, is blown off like 5 times. And I was driving with Trevor because he had a great idea that was going to fix everything, with one $9 fitting, and I was going literally 3 blocks away from his house, hit boost, shot off, and we JB welded everything. It shot off, and I ran it over, and it was fucked. I have it in my car right now, like in the back seat. Yeah, it's just dicked. I exploded one pipe today because it was dragging on the ground and must have caught something, and poof. Yeah. And before, when I would turn, I would rub tire, like if I were turning. So I'm really glad that I changed that up. But I had to buy a 2-foot section of PVC pipe. It was $4 today, and that was before I blew it off. So, oh yeah. I also had a U-shaped piece, like I said, that was $9. I had to buy a 2-foot PVC pipe section that I thought I was going to use and ended up needing but didn't have it. So I had to go buy another 5-foot section. So Hunter just hearted my comment on his video. My 5-foot section of PVC pipe was $6. So that was $6. Then I had another 95-cent piece, so I'm gonna tack that on over here. Call that 7. I had to buy another one of the couplers at $4 a pop today, so that makes that 4. JB Weld is where it gets expensive. So, if you guys are torn between JB Weld and like the Permatex or whatever JB Weld shit, it's the exact same. Exact same. So JB Weld is like $6 for, I just use like the syringe plunger style. I bought one of those. I bought one name brand JB Weld. And the Permatex stuff, all of it was 5-minute epoxy. The Permatex stuff, I bought 3 of those at $4 a piece. So, you know, if I wouldn't have bought 3 of them, because I have a full unopened one that I might use, it might sit, I don't know. So I'm gonna write down 3 because I spent the money on it. Kind of like this 2-foot section of PVC that's sitting in Trevor's garage. Teabag, whatever. I can go return it. I'm still gonna write it down because I spent money on it. So yeah, here is my list. I have the turbo, the eBay turbo, the manifold, wastegate, blow-off valve, PVC, 4 couplers, the angle pieces, 7 of them, the 90, what the fuck's that say? Oh, the 90 rubber piece, the 2-foot section of PVC, the weird U-shaped PVC piece, 2-foot section of PVC, JB Weld, and Permatex. So let's add all of that shit up. I can't do math, so this is going to be really funny. So, what is this? 8. Fuck. I can't do math. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. That's 150. That's 368 on both turbos, a manifold, a wastegate, and a blow-off valve. Plus, my new turbo was 364. Plus, my new manifold that was $52. Plus, my $20 oil feed, and my exhaust. Well, I'll add that in later. Well, actually, I can do it now. Fuck it. My exhaust was $30. So shit, wow, man. can't do math. Fuck this. 8. That goes there. You carry the 1 over. Puts a 2 and a 5. And 2. So, holy shit, I think my math is off. It definitely might be off. No, that sounds about right. So like $850 on all of my turbo stuff. That's a lot of fucking money. But if you don't cheap out at first and just go with a VS Racing Turbo, you save a lot of money. So I would do that first. If I could go back and do it, if I had the money, I would. But at first, I wanted to cheap out, see if I could make an eBay Turbo work. It doesn't work. Fuck me up. So then I'm moving down to my intercooler setup. So that makes this a 16. Oh shit. Okay. I'll write all this shit down over here. 6, 16, plus another 6, plus 10, plus 4, plus 9, plus 16, because I can do math. So, this is 14 is 20. Plus this is, holy shit, I can't do math. That's 25 plus 6 to 22 is $67. And I've changed it up a couple times. And I still have a fuck ton of PVC pipe. So, yeah. Is it worth it to go with a VS Racing Turbo? Yes. Is it worth it to go with a PVC setup? Yes. Because why not? Well, I shouldn't say that. I also had a free intercooler. Yes, the intercooler was free. The what else was free? The oil lines came with the turbo. Came with one of my turbos. And so I just reused the old oil drain, and then I had to change up the oil feed because it was all kinked. Yeah, but I'm gonna check my math, but it definitely looks like I've spent $860, $850, $860 on my turbo stuff, which really should have only been like $400. With the VS Racing Turbo, the bottom mount manifold, bottom mount eBay manifold, the cast style, and the oil feed, which by the way is -3 brake line, steel braided brake line. And then, yeah, dude, all this PVC stuff, this is definitely the way to go. And I have money to save here, so one of those is $4. Take $8 off the PVC. I can't do math. It's like $50-something, $53 that I've spent in total on my PVC intercooler piping. So I mean, it's definitely worth it if you are trying to stay on a budget. It's definitely worth it to go with PVC pipe. My throat's really dry. Not sponsored. But yeah, shit, man. Do it. Get a PVC intercooler, piping, whatever. Because, I don't know, one of the universal style kits is $100. Doesn't come with an intercooler. It's literally just the couplers, some clamps, and the piping that will not fit your car. And so you're gonna have to cut that down anyway, rebend it, or at least flare the bead roll it. That's what I'm trying to say. You're gonna at least have to bead roll it. I don't know. Most of the time, it doesn't fucking fit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna end the video because I just realized in the past couple months I spent like $1,000 on shit to make my car go a little bit faster. It definitely chirps. Not even chirps. It does a rolling burnout in third now. Rolling burnout. Rolling burnout. On 11 pounds. Oh yeah. By the way, all of this shit, like my intercooler piping, is tested to at least with at least 50 pounds of pressure. So it can hold 50 pounds of positive pressure before blowing. Obviously it's not under load or anything with it shaking and whatnot, but still, like, fucking A, man. I'm never gonna be running 50 pounds of pressure. 50 pounds of boost, I should say. My max I'll go is like 25-ish. 25. Maybe 30. I don't know. I will catch you guys later. It's like yeah, it's like 5 in the morning. I'm probably gonna play some PUBG. If you guys want to add me, my gamer tag is cblake1313. Yeah, I play video games, work on my car, and go to work. So, oh, and I start my new job on Monday. So, working second shift. So it's my sleep schedule anyway. But yeah, guy. I will catch you fuckers later. Oh, one more thing to add. My 6-month anniversary of being on the HunterTuned YouTube channel is coming up in like a couple days. What's the date today? It's today. Today is my 6-month anniversary of being on the HunterTuned YouTube channel. And it's funny because my old manifold is on the car. If you go back 6 months ago on Hunter's channel, you will see, I think the video is titled like VS Racing Turbos came in the mail or something like that. You can see my first appearance on the channel. Peace out, guys. Love you. Catch you later. Keep her moving.